Hi everyone, welcome to my channel about cross stitch, and well, at least this video is, and we are on Flosstube number 41, and I have some updates from March and my plans for April, a little bit of haul, a new start, and well, let's just get into it. So I'm always so awkward. And the mowers are here for our complex. Imagine that. So if I pause, play some music, it's just you don't got to hear it because I left the windows open because it's 77 degrees today. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The birds are singing, and it's such a great day. So with that being said, hi, my name is Carey. I am known on here and on Instagram as the Patient Stitcher. This is primarily, well, I said primarily, but I did start my QuiltTube channel on the same channel because it all kind of goes together, and I've merged them a little bit, but it didn't work out so well. So I started my QuiltTube earlier in the month, and it's a hit. People really enjoyed it. So I'm doing my Flosstube and my QuiltTube because it keeps me accountable. I get to see my progress, I get to see all the things that are happening, and yeah, I enjoy it. And I'm meeting so many people. I've never felt so amazed by the generosity of people, how much people are amazing in this community, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I've met such great people. So let's see where we're at. I have a few projects. My projects are here. My notes are there. And I'm probably never going to get it right. So that's just what happens around here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my haul. And I never usually do that. But my haul kind of goes into my new start. So the PD Stitcher, Tamara, and I have been talking for quite some time actually in regards to wanting to do a SAL together. And she was stitching on the prairie, or the cottage, on the Cottage, there's a new name for you, but the Cottage Garden Songbird series. And I really, really, really loved the last one that she did. So she had finished it. So I got in touch with her and I said, hey, what one do you want to do next? I have a small gift card, but I would absolutely love to do this, but I need to purchase all the stuff. So I think we did it the same day. I think we're doing the same thing. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So here's my haul. I ordered some, hold on, here comes the mower. All right, and we're back. That was more than a moment, so I'm glad I actually stopped the whole video. So getting back to where I was at. So I got an order in for 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and here we go, see, I was doing stuff. And I ordered Have Faith from Cottage Garden Samplers, well, 1, 2, 3 Stitch. This is number 7 in the series. It says to do it on 36 count, or at least that's what they did, but they did not have this on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, so I opted to do 40 count. And I did all of the suggested hand-dyed fabrics from Weeks Dye Works. So here is the, actually that's fairly decent. So this is called Newcastle Linen. It's from, picture this plus, there's my thing, and it is a 40 count, oh it's pewter. Newcastle Linen, but the color is called pewter. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. And what I did, here, we're going to do like the whole SpongeBob, because the mower's coming. I need to close my window. I swear. And he's going to do circles right outside my window. Isn't that amazing? It's okay, because I'm getting all these together, so I'm going to play music while you're doing this. Maybe, just maybe, he'll leave me alone for a minute. Woo, look at that. I don't know if I just played music for you, but I hope I didn't. I hope I just didn't let you guys listen to the damn lawnmower. Okay, so here's all the called for, or here's all of the beautiful. Aren't these just gorgeous? I'm gonna close the window. It almost fell out of my chair. That's what you get when you come on this channel. So here is the colors. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm working with this one right here because you can see I've already been playing with it. But yes, stunning colors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm in love with these two greens. I'm going to do this. Check these out. On this fabric, these two greens. That variegation on this ivy, so one is called ivy, the other is called collards. This variegation on this ivy is amazing. So anyway, so there was my haul. Fabric pattern and all the called for threads. Are y'all ready for my new start? I'm so excited. I only did get to work on this for 2 days because we started this on Good Friday. And here we are. So I just did the border part of it, and I will tell you, I never ever do the corners. I never go do the corners ever, ever, ever. I'm usually a middle start. But what my thinking was is I had to order a pretty big piece of fabric because fabric was a little strange. And look, it's a pretty big piece of fabric. I'm thinking I might be able to do one down below, one down here, and possibly one up there. That's my thought process. I'm not sure it's going to work out that way, but it's pretty amazing. Now I gotta find out where I was at. There we are. Okay, so I did the border, and I actually have goals now for this. I'm going to work this pattern in sections. So I'm going to make this a 9-month pattern and have it finished by the end of the year. So, such lofty goals. I don't know what tomorrow's is going to be, but that's mine. So I took this into 3 sections. So it's going to be like this, and it's like 1, 2, 3 each. So this section is now going to be April section. I don't know if that's going to be May's. I think I might move up and then kind of go from wherever I want to go from there. But I think I did 3 sections of it, and I would like to have this done by the end of the year. Tamara started in the middle, and she got part of the house done. I loved it. It's so stinking cute. So if you have not seen her progress, or you'd like to see her progress on this, go over to the PD Stitcher. Her name is Tamara. She posts usually at least once a month. I don't know, summers are busy for her just like they're all for the rest of us. So, you know, we all get a little crazy around here. But yeah, there is my new start. So, and now I guess we'll get into the whip. Sorry, I'm pushing everything aside so I'm not going crazy. So a project that I actually worked on this month, which was part of my WIPGO board, was my Lakeside Needlecrafts Christmas at Home. I didn't get as far, I feel like my eyeglasses were all crooked. I didn't get as far as I wanted to get, but I am working on this top section right here. So I can show you where I was at before. Now let's find out where I am. And I still got quite a lot done. This is where we're at now. So I did not finish, or so what I should say is I didn't have this finished because I ran out of the yellow. I didn't have the little boy finish, who I think is a dang vampire. Look at those eyes. I swear, it's vampire. Until I get him all in, he's gonna be a vampire. So I did the present, did his little feet. I finished this whole entire armoire because this armoire was not done. I put the shelf in, the little wreath. I finished the tree. I started the cat. Well, I kind of almost finished the cat. I finished the flooring that was in there. The only thing that's really needs to be done now is, you'll see this little present that's right here with the little toy soldier, and then the back stitching. That's all that really needs to happen. So this we've done fairly quickly. I also need to finish the bird and do the back stitching on that as well. So let me show you him again so you can see. I did work on the bird a little bit. I added some color to him, and then one of my cat's hairs, which isn't everything. But yeah, I actually think it came along really well for the little bit of time that I put into it. So isn't that wonderful? So there's that. My other WIPGO number that was called was for my dimensions. It is Twilight Silhouette. And I can show you where I was at before. Again, not a ton of progress. I did touch it, so I guess that's always a good thing. But I didn't do bad. I filled a lot more stuff in, just got a few things in. I didn't do a ton though, and that's where we're at now. So I worked up here. I finished a little bit here on her bottom half, worked up, and you can see where I ended. I'm in this block right here. So not a ton, however, and you can see I left the needle and thread already in there. If you watched my last video, you knew that I did something absolutely, I absolutely did something crazy when it came to my owls. And I think I did the same thing with this project. I'm not too worried about this project. No, the fabric's not backwards, but I do believe it was supposed to go this way, not this way. So if you look at the pattern here, it goes sideways. There you go. It goes sideways, side to side. So I'm hoping that I don't care about the outside of this. If I can just get this centerpiece done, I won't complain at all, because this is really what my daughter would like. So I just think that she'd absolutely love that, as, you know what I'm saying, as a piece. So if the outside pieces don't come together, I'm fine with that. So there is that. What else we got here? I know I have one more project that y'all didn't see. So I don't know where I put it. So we're going to have to come back to that. So this next one, you guys have seen it quite a few times. Sorry, that was horrible. You actually probably even saw it in the last video. I don't even know if you guys saw it in the last video, but I'll show it to you. And this is going to be, I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. It's my Lakeside Needlecraft Under the Sea. I will also show you about where I was before and where we are now. Ta-da! Isn't it amazing? So the last time you saw it, I had I call them the jellies or the squishies. That's what my granddaughter calls them, squishies. And I had the mermaid done, which I backstitched her all. And then this time, I worked on the seahorses. And honestly, the only thing that needs to happen with the seahorses is I need to do the cry neck in the middle of this fish, and I need to do the back stitching. She's done. Isn't that great? I'm like, I'm very, very, very excited about this. Actually, no. I think I showed you guys my stocking in my last video, so that's why it's not here. So the seahorses they were so fun to stitch, and they were so neat, and I really enjoyed them a lot. And this is the end of the fabric. I was a little worried that I wouldn't have enough space, but lo and behold, I actually did fairly decent. So there is my Lakeside Needlecraft. And last, but definitely not least, is my Trick or Treat Haid. I can show you what it's supposed to look like. And I'll show you what she looked like before. And then I'll show you where we're at now. So the last time you saw this, I did about 3,500 stitches. Doesn't seem like a lot. I feel like it wasn't enough. I'm definitely far behind on my stitching because I kind of went a little typewriter-ish over this last bit. When you start getting into some confetti heavy stuff, your brain, my brain doesn't continuously do the same thing over and over and over again. My brain just says, I just want to get this crap done, and then it just kind of goes off on the edge. So it's might have what happened. You can even see my line from where my Q-snap was. But here is where we're at. I have now completely, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, I have a page finish. Yes. So I can't remember where I think it's like right in here and up. So this next half is going to be like another big page finish too. So I'm going to, I guess this is where we're going to work on what my plans are for April. So my plans for April are going to be, well, this is one of my WIPGO numbers. So WIPGO 18 and 21 were called, and this happened to be 18. So my plans for every month I have my trick-or-treat handout is 5,000 stitches. However, this month was busy. I'll tell you more in life updates and all that good garbage, but it just got busy. I was not working as long hours. I am working on my quilting as well, so that kind of did take up a little bit of time, but it was nice just to kind of like split, like not necessarily do stitching, but cross, whatever I felt like doing is really what I did. And my husband's been gone, so it's just been a lot of little things. So, yeah, but this is going to come out again. In fact, actually, as soon as we get done with video and preparing for my quilting video, she's going on my Q-snap, and I don't know how far I'm going to get, but I've found out or realized that if I do this at the first of the month right off and just slam my goal right out the gate, I'm just happier because she's my focal piece for the year, and I would like to do 60,000 stitches into her this year, and I'm already now I'm 3,500 behind, so I don't want to be behind, I want to be ahead. So yeah, and if you want to see what it looks like so far all together, because I did have a couple people say, show me the money. Well, I don't know if you say show me the money, but she's a big one. Here, there we go. So far, she's a big girl. Let me see if I can get her all the way in the middle. Can I? I can't even see it, so here we go. I'm going to braise her up. So there she is, in her glory. Can I? Yeah, there you go. You can see her all. Isn't she just stunning? I don't even know if you can hear me from back here. So once I finish with that small patch, which is this patch. All right, come on. I had it all perfect. Now I've messed it all up. So once I finish with this patch right here, I'm going to move over and start working on this one. And I don't know how big of a section it'll be yet because I really just go by Q-snap. And my Q-snap's not big enough for this whole entire section, so what I'll probably end up doing is just dragging this all the way down. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how far I get and deal with some of these strings. So that is plans for April. The next, I'm going to... my thread got caught on my hiking pack. The next one that got called for WIPGO is one that you guys haven't seen in a really long time, and is possibly going to be the best WIPGO board one so far this year. But it is Dasher by Nora Corbett. I don't even know, so I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I don't have a photo in the bag for some reason. And here is what Dasher looks like right now. But Dasher could be done in no time. I do believe that I do not have the bead that needs to go, or if I do have it, I don't know where it is at the moment. But this bead that I placed in the wrong spot needs a new one. The reasons why this didn't get done before was because the Kryneck was not available. This beautiful Kryneck that looks like all the leaves are out of. It wasn't available for the longest time. And this is stitched on Crystal Alchemy 32 count Belfast from Picture This Plus. This fabric is, you can see all the sparkles, look at that. So all of my reindeer are actually going on this. So far we have 2. And what I'm thinking of doing when I actually finish this is putting snowflakes in between each one of the pieces. I measured this out, they all should fit, they all have their own marks. As soon as I finish one reindeer, I will start another. So be prepared. The other ones will not be fully finished though, because I don't know how I'm going to get the beads on it and put the Q-snap in there. I don't know how I'm going to do that just as of yet. So that'll be for another day. So Dasher will be coming up. I have beaded Dasher and Donner, and I just don't know if I'll do the rest of them. I'm going to purchase the beads. I just don't know if I'm going to do the rest of them until they're all stitched, and then I can work on that. Another one that's going to be, here, it's getting hot. The reasons why I opened up the windows and I wanted to turn the AC on, and it was just a beautiful breeze, and I could hear the birds, and I love birds. So the next, what am I doing? What's up with this today? Okay, Cryptids is coming. It'll come back. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, but it will be back. I'm not sure if it'll be in the beginning of the month or at the end of the month. Anyway, it'll be back for the month of April. 100 Owls, of course, will be back on the wrong side of the fabric. Under the Seesaw will be back. I have to either go up above the, I either have to go above, I either have to go above, I actually can go above any of them, or I can come over here and work the other side of the mermaid. Actually, you know what we'll do? We're going to check it out because I have it right here, so why not? So I just can't show you the pattern, so I don't know if I can show you anything, but let's see what is kind of above, around, All right, so I know this is number 1, which is above the seahorses, which I ain't gonna lie, I love the octopus. He is what stole my heart to begin with. So if you're watching, you can vote. Tell me what you want to see. So the shark is right after the octopus. Hi, my name is Bruce. That's what his name's going to be. So, and then, there's a whole bunch. So this is the fish that are right above the mermaid, which kind of actually would be a super easy, that would be a pretty easy stitch. So there's the ones that are above the mermaid. This is not going to be, I don't think I could still do it. This is above wherever, right next to the mermaid. That was supposed to be month 4. If I had done this in the correct way, which I didn't do. So right next to the mermaid is the stingray. I just love these colors. If this paper is making you crazy, I'm so sorry. I think this is right underneath. This is month 9, so this is underneath the squishies. No, yes, no, actually this is underneath the seahorses, which I love the turtle. The turtle would be so much fun. And then next to the turtle is the diver. He's so super cute. Next to the diver is the lobster and squid. And then the last one is the treasure chest, I do believe, which I don't seem to have on me. So the last one is actually the treasure chest, which is all the way at the end, which I don't seem to have on me or in my packaging. So that's definitely coming up. If you saw one of those that you really want to see me stitch for this month, let me know. I'll make it happen because I really haven't. It's getting done this year some way, shape, or form. So I always like input. Input's good. And I think that's it for my sowls. None of my other sows, the only reasons I'm busting out these sows or concentrating on these ones more is because they're large. The 100 Owl sow was a whole year sow. This was also a whole year sow. My Cryptids was not a whole year sow, I don't believe, but they were pumping them out a lot. So you'll probably see me finish more than one of them because there are a lot more. I'd have to actually count them. So on my Cryptid sow, I'm probably going to do the one that's right next to it or the one above the one I just did. And yeah, I think that might be it. What else? So those are my plans. I appreciate everybody that's come by and stuck through. I don't think it's not very long. It's been 20 minutes. And just kind of watched my status and watched me grow and hopefully enjoyed watching it. I thoroughly enjoyed all the comments. I have been amazed at how many subscribers I've had recently and absolutely stunning display of just friendship, and I'm so grateful. You guys have no idea. So I guess I should just get on to life. Life has been the biggest roller coaster that I can even imagine. My husband has been gone this whole entire month. He actually comes home today, so I was trying to get the video done just because I'll hopefully get to spend it with him tomorrow before he goes off to, before I go back to work. And I have to get all my schoolwork done and everything else. School's doing fine. I have had the same question. 3 or 4 people have asked me, how do I finish or work on so much, do school and have work? And we're not going to talk about my big husband, the child, because that's a full-time job in itself. To tell you the truth, when I'm doing homework, I ain't gonna lie, my sewing machine is right there, staring at me. My stitching is usually over there staring at me. But I take breaks, and those breaks that I take, I try to do this thing in my head, 1 to 3 threads. 1 to 3 threads are my limit, and then I come right back to whatever I'm doing. I will stitch pretty much almost every day after work, if I can, or if I'm not exhausted. Sometimes my job just drains me so bad that I don't stitch at all. And then there's some days that I look at my husband and I said, I'm sitting my ass in this chair and I'm not moving for the whole entire day. And then I have my own goals and I try to use those to get wherever I need to go. Stitching keeps me sane. Sewing makes me crazy, but I love how things turn out. But sewing, I can listen to music, I listen to books, I do all kinds of things. So that's how I listen to my books. I listen to books while I'm driving, while I'm shopping. Anytime that I can listen to a book, I do. So back to my life situation. I had been offered a job in Michigan, and it got rescinded. I have been having problems trying to get my fingerprints to not be denied. So reached out to a couple of friends who work in this industry and got information and was fabulous. So I kind of took everything with a grain of salt and just kind of moved on and said, you know what, things happen for a reason, right? Everything in life happens for a reason. My husband and I wouldn't be here if it's just everything does happen for a reason. So with that being said, literally that happened last week, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. I can't remember anymore. Which it is. It probably happened Wednesday or Saturday. It probably happened Saturday at work. Whatever, doesn't matter. Since my last video. And then literally Wednesday or Thursday, I got an email saying that I was going to get a conditional job offer at a different part in Michigan, which is totally fine. We were okay with that too. So I was very excited because it was actually an area that we really entertained immensely, and it was in the UP, so it's much farther north than some people probably would go, but my husband and I are very adventurous, and we would rather be in a smaller town, maybe. We'll see. Again, I don't know, because that offer also got rescinded, because supposedly my driving record, which I found out today, was not fully intact. the state of Pennsylvania did not send the correct information. So I am now, now that is being, I'm trying to think of the right word. I have actually, anyway, I've asked for it to be reviewed because it wasn't my fault per se, but I didn't get a job because of that. So that wasn't at all, and so I'm trying to get on with the Postal Service. I absolutely loved that postmaster. He was so far beyond wonderful, minus the other one I spoke to earlier in the year. You don't always get that. Every job is different, so anyway, needless to say, I will be taking off this next semester from school because we do leave Tennessee in May. So I decided to take a month or 2 months off. I will restart once we get settled in Michigan, like the 1st of July, because I would like to get my degree. And it puts me off a little further off into 2025, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'll get there. And but what some of you may not know is we're picking up one of our daughters in Pennsylvania, our only daughter in Pennsylvania, and our grandbaby, and we're having them come live with us. And then we're also going and picking up our daughter in Alaska. So we kind of need time, and I can guarantee you, and the weed whacker's just outside the window now, I cannot guarantee that I'm going to be able to continuously focus on those things and work at school, and there's just so many things happening. So I'd rather get situated and be happy and go from there. So April is probably going to be my only month of actually physically, I'm still doing videos. I'm still going to do videos. My projects may be a little bit here and there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't even know how but if I don't take cross stitching with me, jail's not an option. So, I mean, all funning aside, this literally is my zen. I chill out. I could be in the worst possible mood and then stitch, and my whole world just, So, I think that's pretty much it with my life update. I will keep you all posted. I know some people have been asking where in Michigan. I don't know yet. I'm hoping with my husband coming home this week, we are going to pinpoint it down because he went to heavy machinery school. So I think I'm just going to have my husband find a job in Michigan that he's going to enjoy, and I'm just going to follow. I find a job no matter where I go, so I'm not too worried about any of that. But the good news is, y'all heard me, right? If you've been around for a little while, Aviana's coming back. So you'll get to see her. It's been a long time since you've gotten to see her. She's now 3, and you know she's all about her Mimi, and she'll be sitting in here wanting to give me things and do stuff, and so I'm 100% okay with that. So later on in the year, we'll bring back Aviana, and she's just such an amazing little girl. And then hopefully later on in the year, I get my other 2. I have 3 grandchildren that live in Montana. One of them isn't allowed to leave Montana, so I don't know how much you're going to see of her. But my oldest grandson, Declan, and my littlest granddaughter, Wiley, might be visiting us when we move to Michigan. So they might come stay with us for a few weeks, because that's what grandparents are supposed to do. So you may actually get a huge blessing and surprise with both of them, all of them, hopefully coming in and being a part of it, because they're my world. My daughters are my world too, but they're so rude. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day and have a fabulous Flosstube, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Happy stitching.